Hey guys, it's Victoria here. So today, first of all, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, go ahead and, subscribe, post in there, I'm new. Appreciate your feedback always. So today was a pretty wild day in the market, and I wanted to go over chart patterns today, right? We had a lot of beautiful bear markets, different chart patterns. Some of my favorite ones showed up that I wasn't, some of them I missed, right? Don't you hate it, right? And I want to go over EuroCAD because yesterday I did a video on EuroCAD and I was expecting this thing to go long and it completely, didn't do that. So we did have some news today, so that does explain some of this stuff. So let me go to Forex Factory. Right, we had news today on the pound and the CAD. Those are the two main red folder news. And it looks like there's going to be some news on the Aussie later on this evening, right? So lots of news today, and just looking at what happened in the market, it did show up, right, big time, especially with a bunch of the pound and CAD pairs, right? A lot of new peaks happened today. Now, right now, it is still Wednesday for me, but in the Forex market, in the trading market, it's the following day. It's already Thursday. Okay, so yesterday I had marked this thing out. Of course, I did the top down from the day, and you guys can go. I'm not going to spend time doing that, but you can go back to that video that I did, and I'll post it, and you'll see how I did the top down for the day to determine that we were done with the previous drop here, and we were back at the low again. And now we were looking to go long. I was expecting to get some stop hunt lows to go long, right? The stop hunt that we did get, wasn't enough, right? It just wasn't enough. I was watching this pair because I was like, okay, is this thing gonna actually do what I want it to do, right? And it didn't do it yet, right? Because we can see here that, they did this accumulation thing like this. And when they do that, I do not like to trade those at all. Once you can tell that they're just really just starting to, and accumulation can be this way, it could be straight, right? We can accumulate that way, or we can accumulate like this, right? It could be that way too. Just nothing, no beautiful bars, right? We want bars, right? We don't want choppiness, choppy, chop, chop. We want bars. So I did not look to trade this at all. Okay, so it might give us another, I don't know. I'll be watching because I do kind of like this pair, guys. It's it's pretty liquid with the ADR, right? It's pretty decent, so that's why I like it. But once the pips, excuse me, pips, once the pattern starts to do this, then I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna wait, right? I'm just gonna wait. There's no need to do anything. But I do want to go over, was it AJ? Now AJ, I like AJ, guys. Has a really nice pip range here, but sometimes it can be slow. Like, oh my gosh, are you gonna make a move or what? Right? Because I like to always use my patterns, right? So I would advise everyone to always go to H4, right? H4 is your trend bias, okay? And you want to look for these areas of liquidity, right? That is what you want to look for, okay? So when you're getting ready to prepare for the next day, you want to come here, you want to mark up this, and remember, right? A little notepad. None of this has happened yet, okay? None of this has happened yet. So let me bring my notepad back. None of this has happened. What happened to it? Okay. Today, so you were preparing. You were preparing for when to trade Wednesday, and all you could see is this, right? Maybe you came, you know, to the market around here, and that's all you can see. Okay, so just remember, we are in the business of being able to predict, right? Educate. You know, it's not like we're predicting with precision. No, we're not. We're just attempting to see, where are we going to go the next day? Is price going to do what I wanted to do based on what I'm seeing with what the pattern is telling me? And if it's not going to do it, then we're going to be flexible, right? We're always going to plan the trade the plan, and if it doesn't work, maybe I should just change that. You know, plan the trade. If the plan doesn't work, then just be flexible to change the plan or not to trade, right? Because being flat is a position, right? You'd rather be flat than sitting in drawdown or something like that. Okay, so just think about that. So you come here, you mark this area based on what you see, right? You're already looking at this thing to go long, right? You have this indication here that we are going to be going long here, right? Now, I didn't do all the marks up on here yet, right? I didn't do that for this chart. So I was just really trying to get through the patterns that you're looking for, right? But overall, yeah, prices did come to the low here, but we're also still seeing these areas here where it's still showing that price is down. Okay. It's probably not a good one for me to talk about because I really didn't go into AJ and determine where we're at. So we go back to H1, and then we see that it's the time for us to trade now. We're at the market, and we can see as it's starting to develop that we've marked the area where we want to anticipate to enter, right? So we want to enter right here. Okay. So the next place to exit is, again, we're looking left. We're trying to see what happened. Here's another area here that looks very interesting to me, right? This is a great area to exit. Okay. That's it. Okay. So you come to the chart. You drew your areas the previous night, right? Your order blocks, right? You drew them, you plotted your entry, and then you plotted your exit, right? Prices are at the high. You can see there's a reversal here, and we have this, you know, this pattern right here, guys, until I see the whole thing. But what I can tell you, when I start to see pattern price doing this, to me, it almost looks like it's an M. Obviously, we have the W here. This could be the V and then the V and then the M, right? This was not a deep one like this reversal right here, this pullback here. But this is definitely the M, right? And then to me, this pattern looks like a terrain. Okay, it's like a mountain, right? That's exactly what it looks like. You know, you have your 3 taps to the high, and then you're just waiting for it. You know, it's like a staircase, but it's like a mountain, right? That's what it looks like to me. All right. So all you're waiting for now, right, is simple. You're waiting for your entry now. So wherever you enter, wherever that may be, right? For me, you guys know it's M15. I'm waiting for price to clear that. So I could either enter, there's a couple of options here. You could enter right here. You can enter right here, right? Okay, or you can enter here because now it's cleared this. It's already cleared that break right there. Now you can enter here. That's a sweet clear right there. Enter that. And then you've already marked your exit, right? And that's it. How many pips did we get? 104 pips. That's a really good trade today, right? Okay. All right. So that's like the mountain pattern, if you will. Okay. That's the mountain pattern. All right. So the next one I wanted to do was Euro Swiss. Now, I'm not big fan of trading Swiss, and I had this on my charts. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, let me look at this because this is looking good, right? And so I just forgot to look at it again today. I'm gonna be really honest. But this pattern to me looks like a longhorn pattern, right? So I'm gonna go back to if you go to H4, you can see how prices are at the high again. So we're looking at, look, this could be 1, this could be 2, and this could be 3, right? To the high. And you're looking for that prices to come right back to where this was and drop. And then here's your other clues right here. Okay. You see that and you just draw your line. Okay. Remember, none of this has happened, right? But you have a clue here and you have a clue here. Okay. So you can go ahead and drop your areas of where you're going to target. Okay. Those are your 2 clues. And none of this stuff has happened yet. So you have to have, I'm not sure what the right word is. Is it the foresight? Is that the right word? to look at this and say, I'm looking to go short. This pattern is going short, and this is going to be my entry, right? So you're going to move this over a little bit. Okay. You have your first leg here and your second leg on H1. Now again, we're on H1, right? So you're looking for this as your entry. So you drop down to your favorite time. Okay. And then you look, you wait. Okay. Now this bar right here is the day open. I also like to use this too. Here's your first leg here. Okay. And then here's your second. So the prices opening underneath the day open, that is a legit entry right there. Okay. Super legit, right? You don't even have to wait for this break. Okay. You don't have to wait for this, right? Because you could wait for this break here, right? Or this break was probably the better one, right? You could wait for that, which is right there where we had already identified. And that could be your entry. And we've already targeted the exit, right? Right there. Okay, and that was all based on market structure that we plotted the day before and made some adjustments when we got to the market when it was time for us to trade. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. I think there's one more I'll probably do. Oh, I did talk to you guys about EuroCAD. I'm not gonna go over that one again. So we're just gonna be patient on EuroCAD. EJ had a nice Temple of Doom pattern, right? This is our clue right here. Okay, this is our order block. Okay, this is our order block. We're looking at H1. This is it right here. Okay, so let's go to H4 and let's go look for our clue. Where's our stop hunt? Okay, so we have one here. So we know we're still going short. Obviously, this is just a pullback, right? We're totally going short. And then we have this area here. So let's go ahead and drop our, that's there. I'm going short. It's like, okay, I see you. I see you, liquidity. And then this area is another area here that we're going to draw. Okay, and again, you can't see any of this. Okay, all we can see is that. That's it. Depending on when you got to the chart, but you just want to mark the areas from the higher time frame, and then let's go to H1. Look at that. That clue right there that we saw, that stop hunt, it's beautiful order block right there. This is another beautiful one here. We have, I know the stop hunt is down here, but that was just a trap. Right, that was nothing. Okay, so now let's drop down to M15. Beautiful, right? So this area here that we already identified from H4, This is our entry. Okay, so depending on when you got to the chart, I don't know what time that was for you, but you were entering anywhere around here. You could have waited for you could have waited a little bit here for this, right? You could have waited for that, which is pretty in line with this right here. Oh, I did not mean to get that. I don't use that one. I think I might start using that, whatever that is. Right there. This was another good entry. Looking left, right? Looking left. Always look left. This was another good entry there. And then for our exit, again, we're looking left for the exit. Okay. Look at this area, guys. This is beautiful right here. You could use this area. And remember, the ADR is also good to use, right? If you have it, you can use that area and this area, this order block here. Okay. And that's it. That is it. So based on this entry to that exit, that's 149 pips. That's a good trade. And look at this pattern, Temple of Doom, right? Also known as a half bat. Beautiful pattern for you to go short. Okay. And we had a lot of these today, right? So you want to go through the charts, look at the patterns, because that's going to help you too. That's a big clue. H4 is a big clue when you're looking for these areas where you have these stop hunts or these pins, if you, whatever you want to call them, pins, wicks, stop hunts, right? Liquidity, whatever you want to call them. Those are clues for you to help you to pinpoint your entries and your exits. Okay. All right, guys, that's a wrap for today. Trying to keep these things short and sweet. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, this is on the chart pattern, so I urge you to go through your pairs and identify these patterns, guys, right? Get used to seeing them so that you are not lost, okay? Look at that. You can't miss these beautiful things here, guys. It's just, it is just a game. It's like a game now. It's like, okay, game recognizes game, right? That's because Forex is, that's how you have to look at it, right? These market makers, boy, they're here to take your money, right? But they leave clues like your breadcrumbs or whatnot. Those are the areas that you want to focus on and just be patient. Don't be impatient like I was with the Euro Swiss, right? And didn't even pay attention to that. But I did trade US 30 today. It was a beautiful trade. I scalped gold and we got in on CJ. CJ was another beautiful short trade. Didn't I talk about CJ already? I'm losing my mind. Anyway, but yeah, look at these clues, guys. Oh, look at that. There's one right there. Beautiful entry, right? These are all the clues. Okay. So don't get lost in all these other, candlesticks, right? Look for the ones that are going to give you the clue for your entries and your exit, your order blocks, your liquidity, whatever it is you want to call them, guys. All right. Now with that, I'm out, right? We'll see you in the next video. All right.